Hey everybody, today I'm going to review the MP7. It's a PDW and you don't see it that much. And I'm going to tell you a few reasons why I think that is. And I'm also going to show you how you get this gun. It's one of the least favorite assignments that I'm going to get to here in a moment. This gun is actually decent. It's actually a good little stealthy gun and it has really good hip fire. If you haven't unlocked it, you need something. You need to get China Rising, which isn't the best DLC, but I know many of us got this for free when we pre-ordered the game. To actually unlock it, you need to be at least rank 10 like every other one, but you need anti-vehicle ribbon ×3, which is easy, and you need to destroy an air vehicle with the portable AA. And as you see, you get a lot of destroys, but you have to kill them. You have to blow it up in the air with people in it. Often they bail. It's actually my least favorite thing because I love running around with the straw or maybe the RPG, because those things are much better at taking anything out if you have any kind of skill whatsoever. These things, I mean, you just hold on and hope you get it, and it's poor. I probably got 30 or so helicopters destroyed, but without getting it. I was not too happy I had to do that assignment. First and foremost, let's go over this gun's biggest strength, its fire rate. It shoots at 950 rounds per minute, which is one of the fastest in the game, only beat by a gun or two, and that makes it amazing when you're firing on somebody. You're spitting a lot more bullets than they can spit back at you. Now that wall of bullets you're firing at them has a bit of a negative. It only does 20 damage at maximum and 11.2 at minimum, which is in line with many of the other PDWs. And if you're trying to go any kind of range, you're really just shooting a little pop gun at them. You should not even try. You need to be sneaky and get among them. So for those range kills, you want to keep something like an RPG or small or whatever you want to use against them, or a good, say, like a revolver that has some good distance to it, because you're really trying to do shots at like this range here. You're probably just going to wound them quite a bit, or you might get lucky and finish somebody else's kill off, but I would not advise it. You're going to get destroyed. Although its recoil isn't that bad. The recoil up is 0.35, the recoil left is 0.2, and right, it pulls a little bit to that right at 0.4. And it has a first shot multiplier 2.5, which isn't great, but again, you really want to use this at close range because of that damage model. Now, with incredible fire rate, you're going to run through bullets quite quickly. And being an engineer, of course, you can't supply them on your own. But the one thing you don't have to worry too much about is your reload's not too shabby. Empty, it's 2.9, and if there's at least one left, it's 2.5 seconds, which is not bad at all. It's not the best, it's nowhere near the worst. And typically, I don't have situations too often where I'm caught reloading nearly as much as some other weapons. And you're reloading 40 rounds plus one in the chamber if you have one. And that's a little bit different than most of the other PDWs. Either it's 50 and a little bit slower reload, or it's 30. But I think they're trying to balance that out with that fire rate, because it is fairly incredible how fast you can shoot this gun. Now, one thing I do love about this gun is the hip fire. I've got quite a few kills just with the hip fire, and it's very similar to the JS2, which isn't the best gun at hip firing. The P90 is easily my favorite at hip fire, and I use hip fire quite a bit. And, I want to use it as much as possible. You get that slight advantage of not having to go and look up down sights, because I know a lot of people, that split second they go to pull up, I'm already shooting them. Now, I do have reduced accuracy, but often I tend to win as long as I have equipped a laser, obviously, to my gun. Now, when you unlock this gun, you're going to notice something right away. It actually comes with a folding foregrip. It's built into the gun. You cannot get any other ones. You cannot take it off. I don't know why you would, but you have to have this. It's an option that comes built into the gun. And when this gun's naked, it has, I don't really like the iron sights. I don't know how to put it, but as soon as you get a red dot, like pretty much every other gun, you probably want to switch to it. They're not terrible iron sights, but a red dot's pretty much always better. You definitely don't want to equip something with longer range because, again, this thing's, you're basically shooting marshmallows at them. Now, the next question is, what do you use for the barrel? You could either pick muzzle brake, which will help that little muzzle climb, which is usually pretty easy to do. So you actually go, hey, compensator. It'll actually help me a little bit, my side to side, climbing up, you just pull down a little bit. Yeah, that's fine and dandy and all, but I would go with the suppressor. Being able to be sneaky with this gun is really nice, and I'd rather stay off that mini-map. That tends to keep you alive much more than having a slightly better aim, because my aim's poor, I'll admit to that. My aim sucks, but I'm fairly sneaky when I want to be. and against a better player, you really want to be sneaky, because if he's like me, I'm checking that minimap all the time, and if it's too much going on in my headphones, I can't quite pick out that suppressor always. And I typically get killed by the guy that's not on the minimap versus the guy that is, unless I'm just outnumbered. So all in all, it's a good weapon. It's probably not my favorite weapon, but at the same time, I wouldn't hesitate to pick this up and use it. It's pretty darn good, and once you learn how to use that play style, you'll have quite a bit of luck and success using this thing. It's not bad at all. Which leads me to believe people aren't using this because, well, the mobile AA kill sucks. I hate that assignment. Thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed my video, I'd love hitting the like button there, and also please subscribe. And I have two videos here, the SR2 review and an F2000 review, both great weapons. And also, if you agreed with anything I said or disagreed, give me a comment. I love them. I like to hear what you guys think about this stuff.